The county fair was supposed to be the happiest day of the summer. The air smelled of funnel cakes, sweet corn roasting on open grills, and hay bales freshly cut from nearby farms. Bright lights spun on the Ferris wheel, kids laughed as they raced from game to game, and families gathered under the warm sunset glow. But in the middle of all that joy, a storm was brewing, one that would reveal the true meaning of strength, loyalty, and justice. Clara and Chloe, 17-year-old identical twins, were the pride of their family farm. They were inseparable, yet as different as night and day. Clara was quiet, soft-spoken, with a love for sketching wildflowers in her notebook. Chloe, on the other hand, was bold and fiery, with a confidence that could light up any room. People often called them angels, not just because of their looks but because they carried kindness in everything they did. But to the wrong people, kindness was weakness. And bullies never missed a chance to prey on those who seemed too good for this world. That night at the fair, a group of local troublemakers spotted the twins. These boys had long tormented kids at school, but now, in the dim glow of the fairground lights, their cruelty reached a new level. They cornered Clara behind the livestock barn, mocking her soft voice and the dirt on her boots. They pushed her notebook into the mud and laughed when she bent down to pick it up. Chloe, arriving just in time, stepped between them like a shield. "Back off," Chloe warned, her voice sharp as steel. But the bullies only sneered. They thought they had found easy targets, two farm girls with no one around to protect them. What they didn't know was that the twins weren't alone. You see, just beyond the fairgrounds, parked in neat rows along the dusty road, were the motorcycles of the Iron Hawks, 99 strong. A feared yet respected biker brotherhood, they had once been close friends with the twins' late father, who had helped them when no one else would. Over the years, they'd promised to always watch over his daughters, though the girls rarely called upon that promise. Tonight, fate decided it was time. The bullies shoved Chloe, and Clara cried out. The sound carried through the fair like a spark in dry grass. In seconds, the rumble began, a deep, thunderous growl of engines that shook the ground. People turned their heads as 99 bikers, leather vests shining with patches, stormed through the fair entrance like an unstoppable tide. The Ferris wheel lights flickered against chrome and steel. The crowd parted, whispers spreading like wildfire. The bullies froze. Their smirks disappeared as the Iron Hawks surrounded the barn, a protective circle around the twins. Their leader, a towering man with a gray beard and eyes sharp as hawk talons, dismounted his bike and looked the bullies straight in the eye. "You think you're tough," he growled, his voice echoing. "Try picking on someone your own size." The fair went silent, the air so heavy you could hear the beating of hearts. The bullies stammered excuses, their bravado crumbling under the weight of 99 watchful eyes. Chloe stood tall, her chin lifted. Clara, though shaken, clutched her muddy notebook tightly against her chest. The bikers didn't lay a hand on the bullies. They didn't have to. Their sheer presence was enough. The boys ran off into the night, tripping over themselves in their desperate escape. But the story didn't end there. With the danger gone, the leader turned to Clara and Chloe. He knelt, his gruff voice softening. "Your father was a good man. He helped us when we had nothing. Tonight, we honor him by keeping you safe. Never forget, strength doesn't always come from fists. It comes from family, from loyalty, from standing together." Tears filled Clara's eyes, not from fear, but from the overwhelming reminder of her father's legacy. Chloe squeezed her twin's hand. In that moment, they weren't just farm girls anymore. They were the daughters of a man whose kindness had built an army of protectors. The rest of the fair shifted. People who had once ignored the bullies' cruelty now looked at Clara and Chloe with new respect. Neighbors who had whispered behind their backs came forward, offering smiles and words of support. The twins realized that sometimes it takes a storm to clear the sky, to show who truly stands with you when the world feels against you. From that day forward, no one dared call them weak. They carried themselves with quiet pride, knowing they were never alone. And as for the bullies, they were never seen at the fair again. Rumor had it they left town, too humiliated to face the memory of that night when devils tried to strike but found themselves outnumbered by angels on roaring engines. The lesson lived on in every heart that witnessed it: kindness is not weakness. Real strength is not found in cruelty or intimidation, but in loyalty, unity, and courage. Clara and Chloe proved that even in the darkest moments, angels can rise, and sometimes, those angels ride motorcycles. And so, the legend of the night the Iron Hawks stormed the fair spread far and wide. To some, it was just a story of bikers and bullies. But to Clara and Chloe, it was proof that family isn't just the people you're born with, it's the people who choose to stand by your side when the world tries to break you.